Hello and bienvenidos to Pica Poco Kitchen. Today we're making rompope. Vámonos! Eduviges. Her job? To come up with a drink. Her mission? To make sure that anybody would be able to enjoy it. We're in Puebla. The year is 1524. The Franciscan monks conduct their business with the elite and the powerful people inside the convents, where the nuns are forced to, eager to serve them. Eduviges, who is the head of the kitchen, comes up with this delicious drink that is custardy-like, and everybody loved it. There was just an issue. It had alcohol. Therefore, her sisters were forbidden to drink it. So she presented her case to the bishop, and from that moment on, nuns were allowed one drink a day. And isn't something that they say about one drink away keeps the demons away? Oh wait, I think that's K-pop. We've been enjoying rompope for centuries, but we're not alone. There are other countries who enjoy similar drinks. You have coquito in Puerto Rico, rompón in Chile, bombardino in Italy, avocat in the Netherlands, and sajalep in Turkey. So there are many variations of this delicious drink. But what we do have in common is that this is the perfect time to make it and share it with everybody you love. So let's get to it. For the classic vanilla rompope, we're gonna need 4 cups of milk. To that, I'm gonna add 1 cinnamon stick, 1 clove, and half a cup of sugar. For every 4 cups of milk, I'm gonna be adding 1 cup of sugar, but in some cases, I'm gonna reserve half of that sugar to mix in with the egg yolks. Accidentally, I didn't record a few things, but I'll tell you all about it. And since this video is going to be very repetitive, I don't think you're going to miss a thing. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Stay around and constantly stir to avoid the milk to get stuck to the bottom of the pot. Bring it to a boil and then turn it off. Now we're going to have our 6 egg yolks, to which we're going to add half a cup of sugar and mix. That's the part I didn't record. And then we're going to temper them. By that I mean you're going to bring some of that hot liquid into the eggs, slowly dripping it down while mixing. That will avoid your eggs to get cooked and then you get some sort of scrambled egg juice, which would be pretty disgusting. Add your tempered egg mixture back into your pot, turn it back on in low heat and stir constantly. We're gonna allow the eggs to thicken the mixture. Rompope can be pricey due to the amount of eggs that it requires, but there's a way around it. You can reduce the amount of eggs by maybe just 4 and add a thickening agent like cornstarch. From 1 to 2 tablespoons of cornstarch diluted in cold milk and added at this point. That will help your rompope to get the thickening that it needs. When you get the consistency that you desire, turn the heat off, and now we're gonna add the alcohol. In this case, I added half a cup of rum. Now, through a sieve, we're gonna filter the whole mixture just to make sure to capture any debris from the spices or just in case we got any little curdling. Now you just need to let it cool down, bottle, and let it chill in the fridge as long as you can. Now let's make some dulce de leche rompope. We're gonna use 1 whole can of dulce de leche and we're gonna dissolve that in 4 cups of milk. Dulce de leche is one option, but a better one would be cajeta. If you're lucky and you have some, add that instead. For this one, the only spice that I'm gonna use is just 1 stick of cinnamon. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and we're gonna let it come to a boil, stirring from time to time. When you get there, turn the heat off and now we're gonna move to the eggs. This time I didn't forget to hit record and here I have my 6 egg yolks that I am going to beat before tempering. I'm not adding any extra sugar because it's already in the milk with the dissolved dulce de leche. Now we're gonna temper. Secure your egg bowl with a kitchen towel so it won't be dancing around, and with the help of a ladle, grab some of that hot milk and slowly stream it over your eggs while you're mixing them. This will make the eggs come to the same temperature than the milk, so when you add them, they are not in a shock and immediately cook on the hot milk. If you have never done this before, this may be tricky but not impossible. Just have a steady stream and continuous motion. You'll get there. And we are going to pass the whole rompope through a sieve. So if you get a little bit of curdling, don't worry, we're going to get rid of that later. Pour the egg mixture back into the milk, stir, turn the heat back on, and let it thicken. And remember, if you're using less eggs, you can also add the cornstarch into the eggs before tempering them. This one was the thickest of all of them, I think, because of the dulce de leche. I wanted you to see how my whisk leaves streaks in the surface of the rompope. Heat is off, but only in temperature because I'm gonna add half a cup of spice rum for this one. Honestly, I think mines were kind of weak. Next time I'll be adding 1 cup of rum to all of them. But you make them as cheeky as you want. Now we're gonna filter, cool, bottle, chill once more. And the last one is a little experiment. We're gonna start again with the 4 cups of milk, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 clove, and digging at the bottom of my star anise pouch, I'm gonna grab a couple of pieces to make half a star anise because I don't want it to be so strong. I'll add half a cup of sugar at this point, and if you haven't guessed it yet, I'm trying to make café de olla rompope. Let's see how that goes. Because I'm gonna be adding coffee, I'm gonna add an eighth of a teaspoon of baking soda to counteract the acidity of the coffee so my milk doesn't start curdling. I recommend you have that in mind depending on the additional ingredients you're planning to add to your rompope. Now I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and the star in this case, 3 tablespoons of coffee. I'm going for instant coffee. You can use 3 tablespoons of prepared coffee or a shot of Sabrina's espresso if you have access to that. But I like to use instant coffee because it will dissolve really well. As soon as it boils, turn it off. We're gonna add half a cup of sugar to our 6 egg yolks and whisk. Once again, we'll temper, mix, and add back into the milk. And at this point, I think you got it, so I'm not gonna bore you, but I am going to fill you in with some useless information. In Mexico, the word huevos, or eggs, reminds me of the word nuts in English, that has many meanings from the food item to many other things like genitalia. In that case, huevos can be applied as nuts in English in that way, but it also has other meanings. Just like in rompope, that has a lot of eggs in it, when they tell you to apply a lot of eggs to something, they're trying to tell you to put a lot of effort. So there you go, useless fact. And talking about cheeky things, for this one I decided to add half a cup of spiced rum and a shot of Licor del 43, 43 liqueur. This is a great companion for coffee. If you never had a carajillo before, I highly recommend it. This is how the bottle looks. Not a sponsor, but I would love to be sponsored by them though. Them or anybody else, really. Same process as before, but here I wanted to show you how I bottle mine. I love these bottles from IKEA. They come super handy, especially around the holidays, because they give you the option to gift different kinds of drinks. I have a short video on how to make cranberry syrup that goes super well with either soda water or some prosecco or sparkling wine. I got this little funnel also from IKEA. When you're pouring your rompope into the bottle, make sure to lift it from the bottle to allow airflow and pour the rompope on a steady stream right on the side like I'm doing here. That way you'll avoid bubbles on your bottle. Keep your bottles on the fridge, the cooler the better. Serve over ice with a garnish of cinnamon or however you want. And here you have it. Just make sure to chill it well before you enjoy it. I like mine on the rocks. And these are just a few options. You can go chocolate, pine nut, pecans, peanut butter, whatever you like. Simple. And if you like eggnog already, or you were planning already to make some eggnog, maybe give it a Mexican twist and try rompope this time. Very similar. So, for Eduviges. It's smooth, creamy, sweet, cheeky, everything you want in a holiday celebration. So I hope you give it a try. If you enjoy this recipe, just like this video, please share it with your friends. Like, subscribe, and be notified. And for more, follow me on the socials. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful for you. Adios, amigues.